Good morning, everybody. I have a really big question for you this morning. And the question is, do you believe that you are a success or a failure? More importantly, where do your beliefs come from? And are your beliefs supported in actuality by what is going on around you? Hello, it's Dagmar Bryant, mindset and transformational coach. Those questions often confuse us a little bit because our beliefs are based on our experiences that we have. So, for example, when you're growing up and your mother and father give you a certain worldview because of their beliefs, so it's likely that you're going to follow in that kind of belief system. Now, a perfect example for that would be, let's pretend that you came from a family that's slightly bigger in stature. So you might gain that belief system that everybody in your family is fat or bigger, whatever word you want to use, or that you have a belief system around that you're going to get a heart attack because your grandfather had a heart attack and your grandfather before and your great-grandfather before him. So there are certain belief systems that we gain from our families. There are also belief systems that we gain from the people around us and the experiences that we have. So, for example, if you had a number of experiences where you were robbed and it was determined that the culprits were teenagers who were in a certain group and who perhaps did drugs, then you might come away with the opinion that it's teenagers who do drugs that are all bad. Our belief systems, therefore, then are based on our experiences. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we necessarily need to think that everything is good or bad or that we are a failure. Think about it this way. Glenn and I moved to California about 2 years ago now, a little bit more than 2 years ago in actual fact. And I don't think of myself as a failure because that didn't work out. Sure, there were experiences in there, some absolutely fabulous memories, but that doesn't mean that the experience of it makes me think badly of the USA or California, or in some ways I've learnt a lot from that and it's taught me a lot of things, but it hasn't clouded my judgment about how I feel overall about California. It was an experience. If we let our experiences cloud our beliefs, then sometimes we come away with living a life that isn't for our full potential. I'm reading this book at the moment called Spontaneous Healing of Belief by Greg Baden, and he bases a lot of the philosophies in that book around our beliefs on science. This is not just woo-woo, it's actual science. So a lot of our beliefs can actually be changed. We need to be mindful of the kind of things where our beliefs come from so that we ourselves can help ourselves move forward and that we don't limit our potential. Just because there's a lot of things going on in the world which aren't necessarily good doesn't mean that everything is bad around us. Our world view and our experiences of what happens to us to a large degree stems from our beliefs. So if we think that everything is bad, everything is dire, everything is horrible, then we're going to have more experiences to support that belief, if that makes sense. So what is it that you see in your worldview? How do you find the world at the moment? Is it a world where you see potential, or is it all dire? See, our belief systems from the past can often cloud our judgment around that. Today I'd like you to have a write down of your belief systems and how they have affected your view of the world. And maybe if you'd like, share some of your comments down below and let me know. Do you feel as if you see the world more positive or more negative? Is the cup for you half full or is it half empty? Check in with yourself today and check in with your mindset around your beliefs and where did they come from, and see if they are still relevant to what is going on for you today. And I hope that with checking in with yourself, you're able to give yourself a little bit of a check to see where you are going and how you view what is going on in the world. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Share your comments down below and talk to you again very soon.